What's up? It's Nick. I got a quick video, a little bit of a cool thing if you don't know how it works already. But major seventh chords, most people kind of know how they sound, but a lot of times they'll end up sounding really boring, or maybe you know how to play them in an interesting way, and you just need a quick review on where that comes from and how it all works out. So, let's start with just play a C chord, okay? We all know that. It's a C chord. Now, what we want to do to make something called a major seventh chord is we start with a major chord, and then we go up an octave from our thumb. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. Major chord, go up an octave from our thumb, and then come back down with just one half step. And that's it. That's how you make a major seven chord. Let's try that with D. So D major. Play a D major. You're going to go up an octave from your thumb, from the first note, the main note. And then you're just going to bring that down a half step. There's D major 7. Let's try E major 7. So you're going to start with an E major chord and go up an octave with your pinky. And you're just going to bring that down a half step. Let's try that one more. Let's take G. G major 7. We're going to go up an octave, and we're going to bring it down a half step. Okay, this is usually how most people start learning how to play their major seventh chords, and they'll play it with a left hand in the bass. Just make it sound a little bit more full, or even if you're down here. Okay, but that ends up being a little bit clunky, and it's a little bit uncomfortable and even painful to stretch your hand like that. So there's a better way to do that. You can pick and choose which one you want depending on what you're playing and whatever you're feeling, whatever you want to do. It's music, you can be creative, you can do whatever decision sounds best to you. But let's take that idea. So let's say we have a major 7 chord. Or let's say we want to make a major 7 chord, so we do a C major. We go up an octave, and then we go down a half step, okay? So let's just take that idea again. Let's say instead of going up an octave, we just chill on that C. So this is the new note we're gonna affect. And we say we're gonna bring it down a half step, right? So now, this is our C major 7 chord. But we have to, I'll do that up an octave, we have to have a bass note come along because we need a C note in there in the first place. All right, I'm going to do that again with the C chord. So C major, and we're just going to take the thumb note and bring it down a half step. And make sure your left hand is playing the main C note. Let's say D major 7, bring the thumb down a half step. D. Maybe if you start it all together, that might help too. So let's do E major. We're going to do both hands. There's E major chord, and then you just bring your thumb down a half step. F major, both hands, bring your thumb down a half step. Major 7. G major, bring your thumb down a half step. G major 7. Cool? That's a quick little review, or if you didn't know already, how to make a major 7 chord and make it a little bit more comfortable and sound a little bit more mature with this kind of voicing. Cool. Catch you next time.